Hello and welcome back to Ben's Rant Nation. Have any of you ever seen a political ad? Or even, let's say it's 1982 and people were still doing political billboards because nobody looks at that shit now. And you saw this ad or a billboard or whatever you see, and you just think, bullshit. If only this billboard, only these political ads could be honest, what would they really say? Well, if you live in St. Joseph County, you might have noticed several billboards going out with Republican elected officials claiming that they're lowering prices for county residents. When in all reality, the only living expenses / property taxes that are being lowered are those property taxes of those very elected officials. Everybody else, 97.9% of other residents, are all suffering from their property taxes nearly doubling over the last several years. Nevertheless, these billboards are full of these fake Republican actors that all have the same message. They're all trying to gaslight you into believing that they're cutting your living expenses instead of their own. So let's dive into this. Let's look at some of these billboards and let's imagine what they'd really be saying if they were actually telling the truth.
Check out my new billboard on McKinley Highway near the New Penn Township Fire Station. This billboard does far more than bring awareness to autism. This billboard lets everyone know that despite the 97.9% of St. Joseph County residents seeing drastic property tax increases, I, along with other county politicians, are part of the 2.1% who saw property tax decreases. Thanks to you electing me, my property taxes have decreased 34.5%.
Hi, I'm Councilwoman Amy Drake, she, her, they. Thanks to you electing me, my property taxes have dropped 6%. Thank you, St. Joseph County.
Hi, I'm Councilman Joe Thomas. Not only am I a Republican who voted for a pro-abortion activist to head the county health department, I'm also really good at cutting down my own cost of living. Thanks to the folks who elected me, my property taxes have dropped a full 7%.
Hi, I'm Councilman Randy Figg. Not only am I a Republican in good standing after voting for a Democrat to be the president of the county council, I'm also really good at cutting down on my own living expenses. Thanks to you folks, my property taxes have dropped a full 12.5%. The other 97.9% of residents who are struggling, and God bless.
Hi, I'm Jamie O'Brien. I'm a Republican primary candidate for the St. Joseph County County Council. I'm also a Republican in good standing despite resigning as the county attorney after being caught accepting taxpayer-funded benefits that didn't belong to me. I may be a horrible steward of taxpayer money, but thanks to my position in local politics, my property taxes have dropped 5.9%. It's better that my living expenses be lowered instead of the other 97.9% of residents in the county. That way people have a reason to vote for me while I'm busy laughing all the way to the bank. As long as my own life is improving, the rest of you can go yourselves.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that little comedy skit. But keep in mind, people really are hurting, while a few at the top are the only ones benefiting. And they just so happen to be the very same people that are making the rules for us to live by that they themselves don't have to abide by. The fact that their living expenses are going down while yours are going up should piss off every single one of you. You all have a right to know that, not be gaslit every time you drive by some billboard from 1986. So I want you all to remember this when you go vote in the primary elections on Tuesday, May 5th of this year. Also, if you'd like to donate to my delegate campaign, I'd much appreciate that. So the donation link will be in the description of this video, or you can scan the QR code, whichever one works for you. But if I keep getting donations to my campaign, these videos exposing other crooked elected officials will continue to come out. That will help you when you come to vote this coming May. So that's all that I got for right now. Enjoy this winter surge of weather that's coming our way. Until next time, this was paid for by Friends of Ben Dallas. And yes, I approve this message.